Clint Eastwood was born on May 31st, 1930, in San Francisco, California, a city whose character would influence much of his career. Raised during the Great Depression, Eastwood experienced a modest upbringing that shaped the rugged, self-reliant characters he would later become famous for portraying. Before acting, Eastwood worked a variety of odd jobs, including lifeguard, forest firefighter, and steelworker. His path to Hollywood began when he was drafted into the US Army during the Korean War, where he was stationed at Fort Ord in California. This period marked the start of his growing interest in acting. Eastwood's transformation into one of Hollywood's most iconic figures was not an easy one, but his perseverance and focus would set him on a remarkable career path, ultimately making him a global film legend. From television star to global movie icon, Eastwood's rise to fame began in the late 1950s when he starred in the hit television Western Rawhide. The show ran for 8 seasons, making him a household name. However, it was his collaboration with Italian director Sergio Leone in the 1960s that truly launched his career to international stardom. Eastwood's portrayal of the enigmatic man with no name in A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966, helped define the spaghetti western genre. These films were gritty and stylish, showcasing Eastwood's minimalist dialogue, steely gaze, and stoic demeanor, traits that would become the hallmark of his screen presence. The success of these films established Eastwood as a global movie icon and a defining figure in the genre. The birth of the tough guy persona. In the 1970s, Eastwood became further entrenched in the cinematic landscape, this time as the tough, no-nonsense cop Harry Callahan in Dirty Harry, 1971. The role tapped into the growing social and political unrest of the time, and the character's catchphrase, "Go ahead, make my day," became instantly iconic. Eastwood's portrayal of the maverick San Francisco detective reflected not only the cultural turbulence of the era, but also his growing interest in exploring complex moral themes. This marked the beginning of Eastwood's shift from a star in front of the camera to a director and producer with a deep interest in the stories he was telling. Dirty Harry solidified his status as the quintessential cinematic tough guy, forever shaping his career trajectory. A masterful director emerges, Eastwood's talents were not limited to acting. His directorial debut came in 1971 with Play Misty for Me, a psychological thriller that demonstrated his ability to craft intense, suspenseful narratives. The film's success marked the beginning of Eastwood's career as a director, where he would go on to create a diverse array of films. Notable among his directorial works are The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, Pale Rider, 1985, and Bird, 1988, the latter of which was a biographical drama about jazz saxophonist Charlie Parker. These films showcased Eastwood's evolving storytelling abilities, particularly in exploring themes of redemption, morality, and the human condition. It was clear by now that Eastwood had become more than just a tough guy actor. He was a master filmmaker. Unforgiven, a cinematic masterpiece. Eastwood's 1992 Western Unforgiven is widely regarded as one of the greatest films in American cinema. The film, a revisionist Western, deconstructs the myth of frontier justice and challenges the traditional narratives of heroism and violence that had long dominated Western films. Unforgiven won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director for Eastwood. This film marked the pinnacle of his directorial career and demonstrated his ability to re-examine genre conventions while maintaining his signature emotional depth. Eastwood's portrayal of an aging outlaw seeking redemption added further complexity to his growing legacy as a filmmaker capable of profound social commentary. Clint Eastwood, a Renaissance man beyond filmmaking. Eastwood's influence on American culture extends beyond his work in film. A skilled composer, he has scored several of his own films, adding a personal and emotional layer to the stories he tells. As a businessman, Eastwood has made savvy real estate investments, including owning the Mission Ranch in Carmel by the Sea, California. From 1986 to 1988, he served as mayor of Carmel, further cementing his role as a public figure and showcasing his independent political views. Known for his belief in individualism and self-reliance, Eastwood's public persona has always reflected the values of rugged independence that he often portrayed in his films. His influence is felt not only in the arts but also in the broader American cultural landscape. Marriage to Maggie Johnson and fatherhood. Clint Eastwood's first major commitment came in 1953, when he married Maggie Johnson. Their marriage lasted for over 3 decades, despite Eastwood's fame and the numerous challenges that came with it. including his extramarital affairs. The couple had 2 children together, Kyle, born in 1968, and Allison, born in 1972. While their marriage faced many difficulties, it remained intact for a significant period, with Maggie reportedly receiving a considerable sum upon their divorce in 1984. Their relationship, and Eastwood's role as a father, reflect his complex private life, often overshadowed by his public persona. However, Maggie Johnson remained a significant figure in Eastwood's life, especially as the mother of his 2 eldest children. Eastwood's relationships with stuntwoman Roxanne Tunis and Sondra Locke. Between 1959 and 1973, Clint Eastwood was involved with stuntwoman Roxanne Tunis. From this relationship, Eastwood fathered a daughter, Kimber, born in 1964. This was one of the less publicized aspects of Eastwood's life, but it added depth to his personal narrative, which included both high-profile relationships and secretive affairs. In 1975, Eastwood began a high-profile relationship with actress Sondra Locke, which would last for nearly 14 years. Their professional and romantic partnership garnered significant media attention, and Locke appeared in several films with Eastwood. Despite their deep bond, the relationship eventually ended in 1989, amid rumors of infidelity and Eastwood's complicated romantic life. These relationships paint a picture of a man whose personal life was as dramatic and intricate as his on-screen roles. Affairs and family life beyond Hollywood. Clint Eastwood's personal life was marked by numerous relationships, many of which were kept secret for years. One such relationship, with flight attendant Jocelyn Reeves, produced 2 children, Scott, born in 1986, and Catherine, born in 1988. This relationship was hidden from the public eye for many years, highlighting Eastwood's desire for privacy in certain aspects of his personal life. His discretion contrasts with his often public relationships and provides insight into the complexities of his private world. Following his breakup with Sondra Locke, Eastwood entered into a relationship with actress Frances Fisher, with whom he had a daughter, Francesca, born in 1993. This marked another chapter in Eastwood's ongoing involvement with women in the entertainment industry. Eastwood's reflections on old Hollywood, a candid perspective. Clint Eastwood has never shied away from speaking candidly about his experiences in Hollywood, including his opinions of some of the industry's most celebrated figures. In a rare moment of bluntness, Eastwood named several legendary actors and directors of old Hollywood as some of the biggest creeps he encountered during his career. Among those he singled out were Walter Brennan, Kirk Douglas, Clark Gable, Richard Burton, and John Ford. While these men left an indelible mark on film history, Eastwood's candid assessments shed light on the less glamorous realities of Hollywood during their era. Their behavior, sometimes domineering or inappropriate, served as a stark contrast to the more professional standards that Eastwood came to champion in his own career.